Well, hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about September. September is going to be 4 weeks long, so we'll have 4 columns of cards and 3 rows as per usual. And I'm excited to talk more about the naming of the turtle contest we're going to, or vote we're going to have. It'll be at the very last week of September, so I'm still accepting names, potential names for the turtle. Please go ahead and put them in the comments below, and I will add them to the list so that on the final week of September we can go ahead and pick a name. All right, it'll be super fun. All right, I will keep you posted on that. All right, now then, we have a candle to light. Of course, we have the San Benito candle is still back here and is adding all the protections it always has. The beautiful prayer that is on there will be in effect the minute we light it. I am not going to read the prayer to you this time. Just know that it's still working. And I will go ahead and light it so we can get that good juju flying around, okay? Cool. So that's right here. And let's talk briefly a couple of things. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising, you're in the right place. Thank you for being here. You'll get something out of this reading, and of course it is not a one-to-one reading, so it is a somewhat general reading, so you'll want to take what resonates and leave the rest. And thank you again for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. You guys amaze me and please me so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and look at some of these cards, okay? Because now you need a guiding card. Oh, yes, you need a guiding card. Let's get the guiding card first. All right. What do we have here? Yep, there's your guiding card. All right. So I'm going to set the rest of these aside. And let's talk about this guiding card. All right, a couple of things. Your guiding card, yes, of course. Ooh, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Fighting for your worth and value. So you're going to stand up for who you are, what you want, what you need, and what you deserve. All right? This is great. All month long, you're going to be standing up for what you deserve. I hope that doesn't mean other people are thinking less of you at this point. That sucks. So just take it on the chin, get ready to go, and get ready to do battle. All right, it's going to be okay. Now then, a couple of messages for you from my better angels, just so we can get that going on. Number one, we're wanting to drop all of the masks we wear. So if we're pretending that we're something that we're not, we're going to want to let that crap go because it's not helping anymore. We need to be our authentic selves. Releasing illusions. And when we release illusions of ourselves, now we also need to release illusions we have about other people. Because sometimes we do that. We say, oh, that guy is so awesome. And no matter what we hear on the news, we're like, no, he's awesome. And the answer is, maybe not. And that's okay. It isn't like inside your hula hoop affecting your life. But it is important that whatever's going on with your capacity to represent and understand reality, that you look at things clearly and see them exactly as they are. So just take that as it resonates and be clear, okay? The other message for us is that we're all in this together, okay? So we want to lift each other up. We want to continue to lift each other up and make sure we're all going in the right direction and at the same speed, etc., etc. We want to make sure we're not leaving anyone behind, okay? Because eventually it could be us that's in the back, and we don't want to be the one in the back that nobody bothers to help because you've never helped anyone else. Does that make sense? The other part of this is about being ready, because if we want to make sure that everything goes smoothly when things kind of don't go smoothly, we need to be ready for the bumps and the twists and the turns. So not only buckling up, but being prepared with a go bag, right? Make sure you have what you need. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, some weird weather is going to happen. You want to be prepared, okay? So handle that business, and we'll move on now to the rest of the reading, okay? So this is that serpentine deck, which is super cool, and I like it. We're going to use it for the full overview. But we will get you a mystery card first. I'm feeling a tiny bit discombobulated, so we'll get that mystery card first. This is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. And we'll get a card from here once a week. And that once a week card will be for clarity, and we will look at it at the end of the reading, and it will help add additional information to what you should be working on at this time during the week. All right, so that's cool. Now then, finally, let's go ahead and get this Tempest deck and get going on the overview. All right, so we have 4 columns of cards representing the 4 weeks. All right, so the first row is where you're at. Second row is going to be what's blocking you. And the third row is, of course, your solution. Cool. So let's go ahead and set these aside here. Do a little housekeeping, get things back in line. Order is helpful. All right, so we're going to talk about all these weeks. That's the overview part, and then we'll go in depth on the very first week of September, which is August 31st through September 6th. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in going on this. 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is here, showing that there's a little bit of a celebration of some sort going on for the August 31st through the 6th. I feel like you've accomplished something. You've reached a goal of some sort of milestone that is worthy of a toast. And I want you to take your time and appreciate the moment. Look at yourself, look at what you did, pat yourself on the back, and let's get on with it, right? This is awesome. You're well played here. Very nice. Now we have the 6 of Pentacles is blocking you, so it doesn't mean you have a ton of dough. It just means you have some money, and I want you to know that it's not a lot of extra, okay? So you're basically ready to make where you're at work. So just be aware of that and appreciate the fact that you can make your bills, but you don't have a lot of extra money, okay? So be cautious and careful with your finances at this time. The Queen of Cups is showing up as your solution. So she is an emotionally based feminine energy person who is going to be able to commiserate with you and laugh with you and have a good time with you. She might even cry with you. If you have any emotions you want to play with, or even happy ones, she'll laugh with you too. So definitely don't be afraid to be your full, true emotional self with her, because she gets you, she hears you, she will be right there by your side, okay? She's an ally, and I like that, because having an ally at this time is going to be really helpful, okay? Now then, we'll read more about this at the end of the reading. Let's move on. 7th through the 13th of September, what the heck is going on here? We're stepping into the flow. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful news. So as you release things, you're going to be able to receive things. So if you're feeling stuck in any area of your life, you'll need to just release something in order to make it happen. So it might be like if you're not feeling like your wardrobe is up to date enough, you might need to just let go of a bunch of stuff from your closet, and then you'll find ways and means. Other people will be cleaning out their closets too, and you guys can maybe do swapsies or something like that. But it will be fun. I think you'll find a way to have things come to you serendipitously. It also speaks to how the big dumb lie is dead. And I love that for you, Sag. It's all about how when we're born, we're told, hey, check it out. You're never enough. You'll never have enough. You'll never be enough. It's never okay. Blah, blah, blah. And that's not true. It's all wrong, but it self-perpetuates. So they tell you the only way to make yourself feel better when there's never enough is to keep buying stuff to fill the hole. So because we know better, we understand better, and we understand that if we do this correctly, something cool happens. And yeah, you're going to be able to change your mind. Just change your mind. New mantra, Sagittarius, there's always enough. This takes about a month for it to perpetuate in your life, but there's always enough time, love, money, sex, joy, all the things you thought were limited. There's always enough of them, and they will come to you more easily and happily as you begin to bring it in, because you're not spending so much money on all the other stuff. You don't need all that other stuff to make you happy. What you need is just to relax and enjoy being you and your awesome self. And there will be enough time and everything else. So suddenly everything self-perpetuates again, only in a life of abundance, not a life of lack. So, ta-da! All you got to do is take that on as there's always enough. And I want you to embrace that vibe and understanding in your whole world. Work, love, joy, sex, all of it. All of those areas of your life that feel like there's not enough. Yeah, there is. Handle it. It's going to be great. This card here is talking about how an area where you're blocked, because you're just getting a hold of this here, you're blocked currently from having a windfall of money. So there's not going to be found money. There's not going to be an overpaid bill. There's not going to be extra money laying around. We're still living a little bit of scarcity, but we just barely learned the new mantra. So I understand this is going to take a minute for it to take hold. Breathe, relax, take good care, spend carefully, and you'll be okay. Just know there's nothing free right now. Okay, we didn't expect anything free, but interestingly, you've stepped into the void over here of a new understanding of the world, and the Tower shows up to say, things are going to start to fall, my dears. That could be falling together, or it could be falling apart. It will be very much so clarified when we go deeper into this, but I really see that my feeling is that things are going to fall together for you. Okay, so things, as you begin to embrace the reality of abundance in your life, it's all just going to fall together. Things are going to just start to serendipitously work because you've changed your mind. This card here is talking about the next week over, which is the 14th through the 20th. And then the 14th through the 20th, you're going to have enough money to take care of whatever you need to. So you're just going to have the right clients. You're going to have the right things start happening. People are going to start showing up and wanting what you have to offer, because you've been putting all the energy out in the universe for this particular week to say, hey, universe, I need to have all that. I need all that to be starting, okay? And I want you to know that it will work. This is going to happen for you, and you're going to have a brilliant moment, all right? So the Hanged Man shows up, and it's showing me that there's part of you that wants to block yourself from all this abundance, because you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Should I? Shouldn't I? This feels funny. It doesn't look like I thought it would. Guess what? It doesn't have to look like you think it will. All it has to be is abundance. So take it as it comes. Don't look the gift horse in the mouth, okay? You can tell all these people that want your service or your attention to go away and lose if you want to. Or you can just say, well, this is different than I thought it was going to be, but okay, here I go. And presto chango. All the hard work is over. I think what you're going to be able to do is, even these people, you're going to have them come in and be like, okay, cool, 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 cool. La la la, da da da. Guess what? Now, you have them come in for one reason and you help them out in that way, but then you also suggest, by the way, I do da 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 da, check it out. And you have an add-on sale that you create a situation that has like a whole curriculum of opportunity. And you're helping them in such a way that even the people around the people are getting excited about wanting to do it. So maybe you have a class you teach for kids. They come in for some little almost freebie thing that you do. You're like, I don't know, a freebie thing? I don't know if I should do a freebie thing. But the freebie thing starts to bring people in through the door, like a lot of the people through the door. And when they come in through the door, they're able to sit around and watch a video of you telling them about what you do. Like, hey, this is what I do in my regular job. Da, 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 da. And yeah, I do it for I do it for kids, I do it for adults, I do it, you do it for everybody. So there's, maybe they come in for one thing for the kid that's a freebie, blah, 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 a short little freebie, and then they sign up immediately for the big thing. And then there's even adults too, signing up for the thing. And you find yourself suddenly like, huh, I didn't want to be doing freebies, but the numbers are proving that this is good, this is okay. And you're like, okay, whatever. So I'm doing a little freebies. Maybe I need to designate when the freebies take place so that I can be ready to take care of all these other things, so that when I book afternoon appointments, I can do my afternoon appointments. So all the freebies should be in the morning, and then I get them on the schedule as soon as possible. And pretty soon you have a full schedule. Love, love, love that. Okay. So now, the final week of September, we have the 21st through the 27th. Now, what is going on here? Because all of this wonderful success is happening, there's going to be something you need to let go of so you can move forward. So it might be one other thing. You might only be able to do the freebies and what you normally do, and you might have been doing some other different kind of classes or something in another way where you're helping other people out. You're like, I don't think I need to do that anymore, but thanks. And so you don't want to slam the door, but you don't want to do that anymore, because right now you're okay. You finally have what you needed. All the things that are coming to you are intended and appropriate, because there's always enough, and that's wonderful news. There's so much of enough that you don't need to hang on to every little thing anymore. You are forgetting lessons from your past, though, which is to mean that you might do something little slammy with this. Don't slam the door in her face or anyone's face when you're wanting to walk away from something. You say, I'm really just not available right now. Things are a little busy right now and I just don't have the time. So you're going to step away a little bit, but don't want to make a big deal out of it. And we want to remember lessons from your past, because it's your fallback. Remember, this is a fallback thing you're going to be letting go just for temporary, because right now things are pretty good. And until later, you won't know how to handle it, okay? Or how it will be something that comes up later, and it'll be later when things get interesting. So the Five of Wands shows you will be rallying the troops, maybe creating a situation where you can do what you do in a group situation. What? I know. Part of what you do is one-on-one, but then maybe what you can do also is other looser versions of what you do in a group. And people will come together as a group, and that way you can take care of more people all at once. And that's kind of fun. And they also get to interact and still keep learning. But if they still need the one-on-one, maybe this is just a little add-on something that is about them having the opportunity to come together as a group, as opposed to all one-on-one interactions, because the learning is then proved out, right? You have this opportunity for them to prove that they learned something, because they're not working directly with you and looking at your eyes when they're getting the right answers or whatever. You know what you're doing, and it's great. They're going to be so happy to have whatever this is good. All right? Be careful, though, when you do that. All right? So I'm going to set these cards aside, as you know I like to. Very nice. And we will immediately go into the first week of September with you, Sagittarius. Right now, look at these beautiful cards. We're doing August 31st through September 6th. And yes, this deck is called the Tarot of the Abyss. We used one card each. One card for, we used it as the guiding card last month. And now we're using it for the full thing, so we can see a lot more of the cards. Get the vibes. Ooh, right? They're a little ooh. So let's go ahead and look at what's going on. So we have the Three of Cups. Remember, we're toasting ourselves. We're feeling pretty proud of ourselves for having accomplished something pretty good. So yeah, cool, cool, cool. Pat on the back. Hell yeah. Enjoy and appreciate yourself for what you've done and what you've accomplished. It's a great time to be in celebrating mode. Very nice. Do not get hung up on everything that's going on. Your brain could go off into brainstorm the situation now that you've won, da 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 da, la 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 la. You could just go off on a tangent and ruin your good time. So I want you to just take a break from trying to pick it apart. Don't pick it apart. It's fine. Right now it's fine, okay? So it's not perfect, but it's fine. All right? And the Three of Swords, there's going to be a suggestion of a way for new ways of you to manifest more power in your situation. And you're like, but you want to not talk about it, okay? The more you talk about it, the worse it gets, okay? So, and other people will take advantage of the opportunity, and that will be a bummer, because you don't want that to be happening, okay? This is where you're blocked. You don't have a ton of extra cash right now, so just being aware of that is half the battle, but I think you've got it. I think you know where you're at. You know how to handle your money. You're very creative with that situation, and Sagittarius, you've got this. You can handle this tiny bit of marginal scarcity. It's not going to last. The Eight of Wands, everything here is going rather slowly, so you have time, okay? You have time to adjust or fix or ponder. You can do all the things you need to do without it being a big deal, okay? The Gift of Love is going to be a block right now, so whether it's somebody wanting you to take care of a pet or you wanting to if you're pregnant, it might be in the way, and I apologize for that. But at the same time, it might be something more brilliant, like a brand new relationship, or like, oh, wait a minute, this is great. Oh, distraction. Distracted much? Yeah, total distraction. So you might be very busy at work, and someone says, can you pet sit for me? And you're like, I love doing that. It is my pride and joy to do so, but no, I cannot do that right now. It is too much. Even though everything is going so slowly, you still don't have time for extra stuff, all right? So now then we have this card here, which is representing how our solutions, right? We have solutions. We have an emotionally based friend, relative, somebody in your life who speaks from their feelings. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's super fun to have you around. It's super great to have you around. Maybe they're part of what you're celebrating is that they're around. And of course you have things to do and you're a little hung up. Trying, I don't know if I want to do that. But you have time. Everything is on slow motion. So don't worry. All right. Eight of Swords. When you figure out part of your solution is to decide you're going to be in charge. Okay, and you're going to look at the boss, whoever the boss is, and say, look, I have this great idea. And you're going to sell the idea, 95% your idea, and 5% them. They're going to see themselves on this thing and go, wow, I had a great idea. They're immediately going to claim it. And then they're going to be like, wow, I think you're really best suited to handle this job. Why don't you go ahead and get busy with that? I think you understand it better than I do. So I think you understand it just as well as I do. Why don't you go ahead and get started? So they're going to give you the blessing to get going and move forward. So the Three of Swords was new information about ways to manifest more power. Now you've done it. Well done. Now you have the King of Wands. I love it. You have a male energy person and a female energy person that both have your back completely. 100%, super down to earth. This one's of Cups, emotionally based. This one is just down to earth and easygoing. So you have not a matched couple, but a couple nonetheless. And this person, like, finishes your sentences. You are and them are on the same page pretty much all the time, and that's very cool. It's like a brother from another mother. And this person is really going to help you understand and appreciate what's going on and how things are. And it's going to be really, really cool for you to understand how you have support. You have a lot of support as you're getting ready to step into this busyness situation and definitely this power situation, okay? So congratulations, you have to go. Perfect. All right, let's get you a Mystic Forest Oracle card. This is just going to be some new information also about this particular reading. So I think that you, oh man, got a big old fire flame from this card. Boom. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and set these cards aside. Do it your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be wild and free, force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. So, if there was any part of you that felt like, oh, I should just chill out and be myself, or fit into that little box over there and make everything be the way everybody else is, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? That's not you. You're way more interesting than that, Sagittarius. So get yourself together, figure it out, and do it your own way, right? You are amazing, and you deserve to be heard just as you are, all right? You're fantastico, all right? So cool. And remember, your worth and value is important. Perfect. What is your mystery card? Indeed. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Wands. So part of you is going to be like, okay, I've got my worth and value figured out. I know what's going on here. I really have some opportunity here. And you're going to be taking your ideas along with this opportunity to be in charge, to do it I mean, look, what is this? You want to be in charge. You're taking your ideas and you're going to do it your way. What? Yeah. And you have support, which I love. So this is a beautiful way to handle this, Sagittarius. You just kind of get into it, take care of yourself, and make sure that everything is going right. All right? And don't forget to do it. Fight for your worth and value in that moment. All right? Cool. You need a pocket full of rocks. Okay. What do we have in here for you, doo-dah? Sorry, a little silly. So, very nice. We have carnelian for creativity. We have mangano, and we have amazonite. All right. So carnelian is a second chakra stone, and it's all about creativity and being able to think very openly and without a lot of borders or anything keeping you in. And you're going to go way interesting and get where you need to go. Pink mangano is a fourth chakra stone. It's a warm, squishy hug from Mom, and I wish that for you, no matter where she is in the world. I wish you a warm, squishy hug from Mom, because this is your greatest supporter, your supporter who wants to be of service and help. She will inspire you if you allow yourself to connect to that concept. How would she do it, right? Think it through and come up with a plan. Amazonite is here, and it's talking about how you can use healing words and share with healing words as you move forward. And I think that you using healing words, especially when we're taking our ideas and doing it our way and applying it to our situation here where we're going to be in control, I think that it's going to be very interesting and important that you use healing words as you move forward, because it will get people more on board in a very special way. Okay? Pretty cool. I'm going to set these stones down right there like that. All right. Yeah, you've had quite a week there, Sagittarius. There's quite a lot of things happening, and I really like it for you. I think it's really important that you're having this opportunity to step up into your power and be creative. It's going to be great. Okay? So, as always, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but they're there to support you if you like. And, of course, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, this is a good time to do so. I wouldn't want you to miss a single video. And, of course, or perhaps the vote. Ta-da! At the end of the month. We will definitely be doing the vote for the turtle. That will be very obvious within the description box or the labeling of all of my videos for that week. So just be aware and keep an eye out, and you'll have an opportunity to come and vote for what to name the turtle, and I appreciate your help in that stuff. Of course, if you look in the description box below, you'll find all kinds of cool things. You'll find a full list of all the different decks I'm using, so you can get them on Amazon or Etsy. You'll also find a list of all the places that I go to do readings at Renaissance fairs. You can come out to the fair and see me in person, but I understand that it's not always possible. So if you can't make it out to the fair, by all means, know that you can also reach out to me. There's a way to book readings, in private readings over the phone with me, down in the description box. All right? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the one and the all of you. I will talk to you next week about the 7th through the 13th. See you then.